I only buy the finest tea leaves, sister. See, BOPF.
BOPF is indicated on the pack.
Sister, the art of tea.
President Barack Obama announced yesterday that he has decided the U.S. should take military action against Syria, but backed away from an immediate strike, saying he would seek first the approval of Congress.
In a statement from the White House Rose Garden, Obama said he had authorized the use of military force to punish Syria for a chemical weapons attack on the 21st of August that the U.S. officials say killed 1,429 people.
After careful deliberation, I have decided that the United States should take military action against Syrian regime targets. This would not be an open-ended intervention. We would not put boots on the ground. Instead, our action would be designed to be limited in duration and scope. I've long believed that our power is rooted not just in our military might, but in our example as a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And that's why I've made a second decision. I will seek authorization for the use of force from the American people's representatives in Congress.
Obama's decision was a significant shift away from what was perceived to be a strike fairly soon against Syrian targets. He had been prepared to act unilaterally after the British Parliament refused to go along with American plans. Congress is currently in recess and is not scheduled to return to work until the 9th of September, meaning that any military action would likely be delayed for at least 10 days.
Around this country to say, get your hands off Syria!
Meanwhile, groups of demonstrators gathered across the US yesterday to protest President Obama's proposed military strike on Syria. Rallies were held in cities coast to coast, calling for the Obama administration to wait for the report of United Nations monitors who returned from Syria yesterday with samples that could determine whether government forces used chemical weapons. In New York's Times Square, groups held up signs saying "Hands off Syria" and chanted that they didn't want another war. In Philadelphia, protesters marched from City Hall to Independence Plaza.
Before we preemptively go to war, we need to have enough information to make an informed decision.
The last thing the people of Syria need, the last thing the people of the United States need, is a new bombing missile war.
Meanwhile, Syrian refugees in Iraq expressed their opposition to unilateral military action by the United States against Syria. Syrians seeking shelter at Kargos refugee camp near Iraq's Kurdish city of Arbil said they were against the potential American intervention.
يعني ليش راح يتدخل؟ يعني راح يصير مثل العراق. كيف صار العراق هلا
الديمقراطية والحرية. دائما التدخل من أجل أطماعها الاقتصادية خاصة.